Sniper no sniping. Not that it did me any good. Alright. All cyborg units deployed this turn cost 2 supply less. Field medic. Does anybody want any information on the field medic? Cloak and restoring hit points. This card, I hate when I see it come out on the other side. It's always a bad thing. That nullify ability is super powerful. And for a 3 cost for a 3/2, I think it's just wow. You can have this big monster that you've pumped up. I forget what the cat's name is on the Shanti side, but you've mutated it. All of a sudden this comes out and it just goes back to being a 2/1. It's so sad. When a unit is attacked, it gains +3/+3. Hadn't seen that one yet. Adrenal transformation. Your unit is attacked. So it's just the first unit that was attacked during that turn. Now, getting packs isn't hard. I mean, every couple days you could get a pack, and if you play a lot, you can get one a day. You can get 60 credits from the missions or the daily quests. Yeah, those promo codes that came out this last weekend and week during the tournament were kind of hard to get in there in time. Oh, nice! I don't think I've got that one. Okay. So, derelict battleship. I got one paragon. Does anyone want any lore on any of the cards out of this pack? You know, I'd like the Void Probe just because of how irritating it is, because it totally just changes plans up. Alright, looks like we've got one other person that wants Void Probe. Rose Marine, did you open up those 119 packs back to back? Shadow Operative, Derelict Battleship, Field Medic, or Void Probe? Which one are we gonna do? There's a heroic. Okay, so it was over a span of time. I don't know if I've got. Pigs in space. How are you doing? Can't get it down any further. So I think Void Probe, people want some back story on. So Void Probe lore. Go back to that card really quick. Did I miss it? Oh, let me see. You're gamers. I didn't see it either. Going back and looking at the, actually, let me go back to monitor capture. Move it over here. That's possible, but I didn't see it say that it deleted anything. Yeah, I may have just not let it. So, Void Probe. According to the latest data burst, 48 hours ago, one of our Void Probes was lost in the Sigma Belt. Telemetry indicates that the probe discharged its weapon 50 times and used 3 knockout bursts on enemy vessels before signal loss. More importantly, there are clear indications that a swarm of Hajir Gog rocks were responsible, and the trajectory puts them on a path towards the Sigma worlds. We have some time, and if we're lucky, the probe damaged their drop bays. We have some time, and if we're lucky, the probe damaged their drop bays. Admiral Mativ briefing an emergency war council about an imminent Hajir Gog invasion. Let's go ahead and shrink that back down. Oh. Back over there. Turn that off. All right. We're going to go back. Open another one. And Broodmother. Mutate. Deploy a 1/1 spawnling. Huh. She does not look nice. Viraxian Headhunter. Activate. All units lose cloak. Nice. Energize 6. Gain attack and hit points equal to number of cloaks. Whoa. That's a neat card. I don't have many that have anything to do with energy, so. Assault. Cannot attack until the end of your next turn. I've already got a planetary defense system. Works out nicely if you've got a lot of firepower. At the beginning of your turn, deal damage equal to firepower to a random enemy character. It's 15 troop carrier. Deploy a random unit that costs 1 supply. It's activated. Oh. and gave me a paragons. Does anybody want any lore on any of these cards? The Broodmother, Vraxian Headhunter, or the Hoplite Patrol? More lore about OP cannons of the Hajirgog. Alright, I'm going to start going through the packs a little quicker. Signal Ops. Activate disable target unit. Not bad for a 1 cost. Oh, ho, ho. Oh. That's beautiful. Vendetta Battleship. Firepower +4. Ooh, I like that question. What faction seems the most popular? That's right. Pretty cards. Oh, and a heroic. Let's go. I don't think I had that guy. Pretty sure I had 2 of those. Oh, nice. What's that? Is that Elite? Yeah. Paragon, Heroic, and Elite out of 1 pack. I'll take it. And I'm thinking that maybe I should stop there. Alright. So I'd like some lore on the Vendetta Battleship. Just because that thing's beautiful. But so next one, espionage. Whenever target unit has not attacked by the end of turn, draw a card. Infiltrator 2/5, mobility, disable any character that infiltrator attacks. Draw 2 cards if you have 5 or more psychic charge. If you have 5 or more psychic charge, draw 4 cards instead. Another Void Probe. Dormant Pathogen. Target unit gains mutate, deal 2 damage to the unit's owner. Oh, I like that card. That sounds like it could be lots of fun. Nice. At the end of your turn, deploy a 2/1 combat fighter. As long as that's around. Free units. Alright. So Conscript. Conscript, Elite. Conscript and 2 Elites. Alright. Another one. That's good. Infestation. Decipher. When you target the next unit deployed, gets revenge. Deploy 2/1 incubi for your opponent. When friendly units take damage, deal damage. 1 damage to random character. You're Downey Volunteer. Another Void Probe. Syndicate Enforcer. Every time any player plays a card, deal 1 damage to a random enemy character. Disrupt communications. When enemy plays tactic, shuffle it into his deck. So I'm guessing we can't get modules out of packs. Take those. Open another one. Let's see. Paid off. Adjacent unit deal attack damage to a selected unit. Deal 3 damage to all non-damaged units. Well, deploy 1/1 guardsman for every card played earlier this turn. That's kind of nice. Be even better if they came out with mobility, so they all came out where you were able to play them. Might need a higher cost, but that would be sweet. So that's elite. Yeah, that's an elite card. Displacer cannon. I think I've already got 2 of those. But it's a weapon for the consortium. And it's just your commander attacks and he gets one of those random units. When an enemy unit is deployed, pacify it. Heroic. Nice. 3/3 armored, energize 8, also gains screen. 3/3 with that for 4 cost. I don't know. Let's open another one. Alright, what do we got in this one? Reassemble, get a friendly unit. Revenge, gain 2 copies of this card. Ooh, another heroic. Energized Fractal. Activate, gain 1 hit point for every 4. Ooh, it's a 9/1. Huh? Yeah. That is a pretty card. It's only a 9/1, but it's a good way of getting back some hit points. But if you can keep that alive for a round, whew. Illusionary Force, deploy a copy of a unit, and it gains a friendly unit, and it gains pacifism. Transform a friendly unit into a 4/3 unstable monstrosity. Abaku Scavenger, steal 1 energy from your opponent on attack. A drop pod. So there's a module. Hey Tails, where's your cup? She refilled it. Check your room. She finished it with the Gatorade. So when a friendly unit attacks, shuffle a 1 cost 2/1 Marine into your deck with text. Activate, draw a card. Okay. So this game will be never in balance. Now there'll be little tweaks here and there. It'll just take some time. So that's cool. I got another one for the Terrans. Oh, so I think we're getting some information on the Vendetta battleship. But the module for the Terrans, 3 costs, you get a 1/1 and the Guardian comes out with 1 firepower for that turn. I find it a lot less useful now that it doesn't last. Okay, the Vendetta battleship. It was one of the most effective and harrowing maneuvers in EarthGov naval history and one of the bravest military actions in living memory. The Vendetta battleship Kerma took up an assault vector on the enemy flotilla and charged. As the Kerma flew, enemy fire was drawn from the Kerma's sister ships and directed at her own hull. It took nearly half an hour for the Kerma to be destroyed, but in so doing, She disabled 5 enemy ships, destroyed 2, and helped the entire flotilla escape. Captain Coombs addressing a memorial gathering on the 3rd anniversary of the Kerma's destruction. It sounds cool. Alright, Prophetic Visions, draw 2 cards. You got 5 psychic charge. You get to draw 4. Gain shield every time any module is activated. That looks like a good one for the hierarchy. Oh, I can't wait to put that into a Shanti deck. I can't go back to it yet. Anti-armor squad. 3/5 with a 4 cost. Forge Lord. And another cybernetic brazier. Bio Needle. Just seems like an interesting set. Alright. Wolves at the gate. Target friendly unit gains cloak until your next turn. Energize 4. Another random friendly unit gains cloak. Reassemble. We've already seen. Broodmother we've seen. Asteroid Fortress. Draw guided meteorites at the end of your turn. So, next we'll be looking at some lore for Asteroid Fortress. Expeditionary Heavy Squad, and Baseline Menial. Activate, transform into target cyborg unit in play. Okay, so Asteroid Fortress. And it looks like there's a code coming up. Okay, so here's the let me claim those. Open this. Okay, the lore for Asteroid Fortress. Despite their ability to adapt to almost any environment, the Hajir Gog are most comfortable on blasted rocks tumbling throughout the void. Their ancestral homes, asteroids, are where Hajir Gog's genetic memories bring them close to anything resembling calm. Throngs of Hajir Gog mine valuable fracta ore from moons and asteroids all over known space, and in the process construct awesome ships known as asteroid fortresses. These Leviathan craft are as simple as they are devastating. When the Hajir Gog raid a planet, they shed chunks of their superstructure to soften up defenders on the surface. Ah. Oh. Yeah, I've been told it sounds like Deckard Cain. Come, stay a while and listen. Alright, Omega Squadron, Shield, Silk 1. 3 cost for 2/2. Tower of Eyes. Draw a card every time you deploy a unit. Yeah, another heroic. Let's see what. Oh, phase bubble. Okay, hierarchy. I think I got that when I went up. When your commander takes fatal damage, restore 8 hit points. Me. another brood mother, and another advanced fabrication. We got 2 Omega squadrons. All right. Oh, so are we going to do lore on Tower of Eyes? Draw a card. Deploy. Place a unit in play. All right, so Tower of Eyes. I'll leave that up for just a second. I'll see if I can do do it in a different voice.
Tower of Eyes. When the hierarchy assembles a simulator world, it always follows the same pattern. Recreate its capital, the memory of Ashigara. Great skyscrapers are built upon each, a simulated world, and among them are nodes of a vast sensor network to help the AI cores maintain up-to-date, detailed readings and the assimilation process. On contested worlds, where the Tower of Eyes are not completely integrated with the hierarchy hypercore, with the hierarchy hypercore network, enemy agents can hijack their routines and repurpose their sensor networks into a scouting drone hub.
All right. So we'll grab all those. Open the next one. And what do we have? Biomonger. For every enemy unit destroyed, restore your commander up to 3 hit points. That would be good in some of us. Colonial Militia. Activate. Gain 1 hit point for each other friendly unit in play. AI core, draw a card for every time you deploy a cyborg unit. Guided Meteorites. Split 4 damage between enemy characters. Another Iridani Volunteer. Another Biomonger. Why did I get 25 credits? Arms Merchant. Other friendly support units have 2 attack. Scent of Blood. Deal 1 damage to a unit. Adjacent units gain Swarm. Swarm is gain +1 attack for every other friendly unit in play. I can never seem to remember that one. Hierarchy. Fusion Bomb. Destroy all units. Mobile Base Ship. Draw a card when any tactic card is played. Frenzy. Give a unit +2/+4. This unit takes 1 damage at the end of your every turn. Isn't Frenzy also an ability? Another Abaku Scavenger. So Fusion Bomb. Boom. Wolves at the Gate. Another Biomonger. Mind Wipe. Nullify target unit, then deal damage equal to Psychic Charge. Another Prophetic Visions. Mineral Freighter. Revenge. Gain an empty supply crate. And another Omega Squadron. Mining Complex. Impact. Lower the cost of the first friendly unit played each turn by 1 supply. That's kind of neat. It's a neutral. Unstable Transformation. Sentinel Droids. Fury. Gain Assault. Venerable Master. Activate. Deploy 2/2 Synthesis Honor with Screen. Deploy 2/2 Synthesis Honor with Screen at the end of your turn. Oh. I like that one. So it comes out and it deploys it, and at the end of the turn you get another 2/2, so you get 2 units with screen. That's pretty nice. Looks kind of neat. Conspirator. At the end of your turn, deal 3 damage per active cipher to the enemy commander. I don't know how good that one will do. Oh. Let me go back to the Venerable Master. Let's see, Venerable Master. The Venerable Master is a serene, eternal lord charged with guarding the hypercore. Rarely do the digital personalities within the hypercore take physical form, but when they manifest it is to inspire less augmented troops. Their leadership and the expertise of their personal retinue has turned the tide of many battles. Those. Open another one. Another Shadow Operative. Spy Network. Permanently lose 1 supply crate and draw 3 cards. Every time you play a card, gain +1 attack. Another Omega Squadron. Varaxian Frigate has Arc Attack. An Arc Attack damaged unit and adjacent units. 2 Phyrexian frigates. Interesting. Most interesting. Teleport. Put 2 random cyborg units from your deck into your hand. The units have +1 hit point. Discard your hand and draw 1 card for every card discarded. Huh. That could be interesting. Another Paragon. Activate. Destroy target armored unit. 4 cost 3/5. Oh, it's another neutral mercenary. Oh. Nice. Vengeful Outcast. Every time other friendly unit takes damage, gain +1/+1. Another Dormant Pathogen. And an Eridani Volunteer. So Wurzok the Terror. Or it could be Wurzok the Terror. He gets sad. You don't want to see him when he's sad. Don't make him cry. He will finish you. So, that was pretty nice. Paragon and Heroic. The Vengeful Outcast. Every time other friendly units takes damage, gains +1/+1. Jirgog, neutral. Alright. Claim those. Open. Another Biomonger. I have a few to scrap. Goliath Vanquisher. Deal additional 3 damage to 4 or more supply cost units. Alright. Wurzok the Terror. The war. Oh. If it's supposed to be terror, then that's a typo. Because it's a terror. The war for the Expanse gave rise to numerous fables, myths, and rumors. Among them was the legend of Wurzok the Terror. Some accounts described him as a rogue Hajir-Gog. Others claimed he was a Shanti experiment gone wrong. Regardless, Wurzok was a brutal combatant and an expert at penetrating and destroying armor. If commanders were fortunate enough to learn of Warzok's presence prior to a battle, they would often hold their armored units in reserve to spare them inevitable destruction. Hey, Sonny Top, how you doing? Another prophetic visions. Another biomonger. Another displacer cannon. And another Verexian frigate. I think that's the second pack that had 2 biomongers. And that's 5 out of 25. Actually, out of, what, 17 packs? Claim. Another Avalanche Bombard. Another no, not another. This is a new one. A Financier. If you play a card with credit, its credit influences enemy supply as whoa, that's cool. That. You could really mess with somebody with that one. Ooh. I like that one. Repair team, activate, restore 3 hit points. Another derelict battleship. Nanite regenerators. Target unit gains revenge. Return the unit to its owner's hands. Its owner's hand. Another phase bubble. Okay, the Financier. I'd kill the paper pusher responsible if I could find him. Don't even care about hitting the slammer. The 37Es would have kept us afloat. Fresh tech, fresh ammo, and they make our rifles look like toys. I heard the brass was planning on shipping us a batch, but the price went through the roof before they could make a deal, so they yanked it. Someone's looking out for the other side, that's for sure. Private... Is it Leia complaining about a failed weapons shipment? Leia? Overseer. Restore itself to maximum hit points at the end of your turn. Nice for a cyborg deck. Augmented Guardian. Adjacent units gain +1 firepower. Another Void Probe. Saturate fire. Deal 2 damage to target character and 1 damage to a random enemy character. Are there plans to denote or have some sort of a keyword that lets everybody know that when this card is played, the damage that is dealt is influenced by firepower? The first time I got hit by that, I was like, whoa, that's a bug. Because it dealt like 5 points, 5 and 4 points. I was like, okay, it's only supposed to do 2 and 1. You can also speak the English good. There's a Ren. Replaces your left module with deal 2 damage. Next time, add 1 damage. Huh. Yeah, I know that firepower affects it, but it doesn't say on the card anywhere that it does. You can speak the English.
That's great. 'Cause English is such a fun language. You can say so many things in so many different ways.
Because Saturate Fire, the EMP Blast, and there's some other cards that don't indicate that firepower affects them. And when that happens and you go and you look at the card and it only has the base value, it gets kind of... You think it's a bug, but it's not. It plays like it's supposed to. It's just, you've got to figure that out. But so there's a Heroic Rend. Replaces your left module with deal 2 damage. Next time, add 1 damage. Alright. So let's claim. What's the problem with Ren Tails? Council Levy, Cipher. When an enemy unit attacks, all enemy tactic cards an extra 5 supply until the end of his next turn. This one... I just don't know the usefulness of it. Because quite often the tactic cards are played before they attack. So I don't know, has anybody in the channel actually seen a time when this would have been useful? Oh, until the end of his next turn. I guess I never paid that much attention to the actual wording. Got to pay close attention to what it is. Otherwise you might make a mistake and totally not understand what the card does. Until you find somebody else who plays it, and then you see the usefulness of it. Okay, Duskwind Gorillas. I like these guys, it's just so hard to keep them alive. Cipher Consortium deck. These also look like they should be aberrations. Combat Engineer. Seen Syndicate Agent. Whenever you play a card with credit, deal 2 damage to any commander. Played a game a few... Did I play or did I forget if I might have been watching. Actually, I think I was playing and a guy killed me with this card. Took out 10, 12 points of damage. It was rather impressive. It's neat seeing combos like that you're not aware of. Another Guided Meteors and Heavy Infantry. Every time I see it, it looks like a shark to start with. You know, it looks like there's a dorsal fin. There's the shark head. All right, so that was the only thing above a conscript level. Yeah, but that's going into at least one of the consortium decks. Down to the last 5. Hellfire Cannon. I think this is only the second weapon that I've got for a faction or for a commander. And this is very powerful, especially if you got the card that it adds 1 point or 2 points of damage and adds another couple turns that you can use it. Shield Array. Deal 1 damage to a unit and give it shield. Give me lore of OP Cannon. Harbinger of Doom. Deal 1 damage to all enemy units whenever your psychic charge is increased. Mobilize. Deploy 1/1 guardsman for every card played earlier this turn. Wolves at the Gate we've seen. Ooh, another module. Natural Selection. If you control 3 or more aberrations, one of them mutates at the end of your turn. That's kind of neat. Oh, wow. Okay, so I just noticed something about the cards. The tactics and modules have different shapes, as do the unit cards. The tactics are more squared except for that little chamfer on the side. And the weapons like that too, the same as the units. All right. Phase bubble. There it is, the Nyx Hound. Oh, okay. Yeah, apparently I'm really observant. But this, I've had it up to, I've mutated it 5 or 6 times. Think I'm about to win, and then the Void Probe comes out and hits it, and it's a 2-1. It's like, no! Or should it be, con? That's a good counter for anything that lets you deploy a bunch of things with just one defense or one hit point. Another infestation, another Eridani battalion, another natural selection. Goodness. So is the scrapping modules have a high or higher return rate? Espionage, whenever target unit has not attacked by the end of turn, draw a card. Eridani Legion. Costs 2 supply less for each card with credit you played this turn. Holy cow. Last pack. That seems like a interesting card. Oh, another Paragon. Etho the Absorber. Activate. Copy target unit's text, then nullify it. 6 cost 5/4. Oh, but it gets to take the abilities and then nullify it. Sorry, Rosemarine. Gut decision. Watch 2 cards from your enemy's deck, copy 1, and return the other. Alright. With gut decision, watch 2 cards from your enemy's deck, copy 1, and return the other. So, the card that you copy, does it not go back to your opponent? Let's see what the last card is. Reassemble. Gut decision's what I want to look at. Decision, and it's Terran. Okay. 2 more. Overwhelms. Decipher. When the enemy plays a tactic card, all your units cost 2 less supply next turn. That looks nice. Recycling vats. Every time enemy... I think it's supposed to be every time a enemy unit is destroyed, draw a card. Every time enemy unit is destroyed, draw a card. That seems very situational, its usefulness. I don't think you would want that in a 25 card deck. Recycling vats. Vat? Who? Vat? Reaction Scourger. Activate. Gain attack equal to firepower. Oh, it's a little puppy. Precision Strike's another one that could use the firepower. Gains additional attack with firepower on the card. Disrupt communications. Another frenzy unit. Give a unit +2/+4. We've already seen that one. Check on the jello. Okay, Council Patrol. Activate. Nullify random friendly and enemy unit. I need to look at something. Compare the costs between Council Patrol and the Void Probe. Oh, I guess it is random. Another Iridani Volunteer. Another Void Probe, speaking of which. Okay. All cyber... Another one of those. Teleport, and another module. If you target a textless or nullified unit with a tactic, it gains +1/+1. Okay, Etho the Absorber. Among all of the horrors encountered during the War for the Expanse, the creature known as Etho the Absorbo, Etho the Absorber, is particularly infamous. Everyone from Alliance General Staff Intelligence to Shanti conclaves have attempted to discern the origins of this deadly alien, but none have been successful. Etho accepts military contracts, much like any other mercenary, but has shown a consistent preference for fighting forces that he has never encountered before. Numerous field reports describe his method of attack as some type of full-body osmosis and digestion. Whatever Etho gains from the process improves his technique in combat, and whatever advantage the enemy had swiftly becomes its downfall. Damage if you target. So another... No more! Should I buy a couple more? Or should I go and look at the decks, or the cards now? Jeez Louise. Okay. I don't know if you can see the breakdown on the screen. Thanks, Rosemarine. So neutral cards, I got 33. Anunki, I got 3. Consortium, I got 10. Terran, I got 8. Hierarchy got 10. Shanti, 11. And Hajir Gog, 8. It's strange. I think most of the new ones I got for... Or is this just showing cards that I didn't have before? Or I didn't have the max of? Because I know I had at least one of these. I think I didn't have any prophetic visions. Oh. It moved me along. Okay. Okay, so not all the Paragon cards cost more than 7. 7 or more. So can you do a search for the Paragon cards? Probably won't work. I don't know. So got Warzok the Tearer, Etho the Absorber, Vendetta Battleship, and then the Asteroid Fortress. What's the other one? Heroic. Alright. So we got Doppelganger, Recycling Vats, Tower of Eyes, Energized Fractal, the Financier, the Raptor Tank, I got another Fusion Bomb, the Venerable Master, Adrenal Transformation, Vengeful Outcast, and Rend. Why is it not showing any of the ones that I have? Oh yeah, got a drop pod. Damage control. 2 of those. Which... Oh, there it is. I knew I was missing something. I don't know, would it be possible to... Oh, okay, no, never mind. That comes on with this over here. Having it pop up underneath it or something might be useful. So there's no point in having more than one module of anything, is there? Are there any plans for neutral modules? Although that, I don't know if that would play well. It might be better just to have the modules specific to each class. But I thought I would have. Let's turn fusion mode off. No, just leave it on. Turn off undispersible. Wow. Trashing cards for 1 scrap. I want another one of those. All that, and I only get 3 for the extra weapons. It seems like out of all those cards, 118, just not very many. What is this room of stackables? I just thought the scrap pile would be bigger. Yeah. No, I think I'll hold on to those. I don't know enough to really start scrapping and trying to make any of the decks just yet. Kind of want to pick up a couple more packs. Go ahead and pick up a couple more. Do 5 more. I'll take the paragons. I'm quite happy with those. Now I just got to figure out how to use them. So when is or what is the plan for when card backs and some other stuff start coming in to the shop? And will everything always be purchasable with in-game credits, or will there be some things? I forgot what I was saying. I don't know. Okay, closer to release. Makes sense. Bloodsworn Berserker, Battle Tank, with Arc Attack, a Varaxian Packmaster, Devour gain +1/+1. So for everything every time he destroys a unit, he gets +1/+1. Oh, that's awesome to hear, First Officer. I think that's great. Because some of us who don't have a lot of free income appreciate that. Still looks like a shark. Oh. Huh. That is an interesting little card. Which would work well also. Oh. Excuse me. We need a card that gives all of our the guardians, the soldiers, critical. To the end. And a Varaxian Packmaster. Shark suit's big. But it could probably be whichever you would like. Another Biomonger. Sentinel Droids. Spy Network. Draw 3 cards. Gut Decision. Veteran Legionnaire. And Eridani Battalion. I want to go look and see how many cards have Eridani, or if there's not enough, is there going to be are there plans to make it so you can make an Eridani deck and get bonuses from having other Eridani in play? another Vraxian frigate, another Baku scavenger, another biomonger, oppressor, gain impact +1/+1 to all other friendly units. Mining complex, neutral, impact. Lower the cost of the first friendly unit. Oh, that one, we got one of those earlier. Another precision strike. Expeditionary heavy squad. Liquefy, destroy unit with mutate and gain 2 revitalizing serums. Frenzy. Regulator. For every 3 points of energy, move a random card with cost 0 to 2 supply from your deck to the top of your deck. Draw a card. Another biomonger. And another Vraxian frigate. Alright. Last one, and then I need to start looking at trying to figure out how to modify some of my decks. Nanobot colony. Every time any unit is restored, deploy a 2/1 cybernetic brazier. Or is it brazier? Another expeditionary heavy squad. Let me see. I've got to figure out how to do that. Let's see. Twitch commands. Let's see. Oh, I need. Let's see. Allow link. I missed something then. You can try to post it, and if not, someone can help me figure out how to allow it. What is it trying to do? Let me see. Okay. What does that mean, man? Thanks, First Officer. Have a good day. Now, let's see what the last couple cards I get are. Emanation, Orbital Citadel, and Dominant. Let's claim all of those. Save what little cards I've got left for future updates.